All right. Let me start out with a sip of water first. So, this story here is actually quite sad, but it's important. And especially if you can take away something, or take away the most important thing, which is the way of thinking and the way of behaving and the way of aligning your thoughts. Basically, here's today's story, and then we're gonna get into the takeaways. Some guy, I don't know who he is or who he was. I don't even know if he's still alive. Let's just hope that he's still alive at the time of this recording. This fella developed an alcohol addiction, sadly. Now, he would drink as much as 3 liters of whiskey, raw, crude whiskey a day. So we're not talking about drinks here. We're not talking about 3 liters of drinks containing whiskey. We're talking about drinking raw whiskey just like I'm drinking this raw water. This is a 1 liter water bottle. If I had 3 liters of water bottles, that was how much whiskey the guy was drinking. Just right from the cup. I actually just saw a photo of him. He had like a normal glass loaded up with that much whiskey, which you just would sip down. Awful, horrible, and obviously very, very dangerous for herself. I think he was in and out of hospice and hospitals. I don't know, routinely almost every single week. He was living in like this home, this treatment facility, this home care facility thing. Couldn't move properly, needed a wheelchair. I think I was only 34 years old. Or he is only 34 years old. Pretty insane, pretty wild. You want to know what the worst part is? The worst part is really that this was a direct cause of his OCD. His OCD, this obsessive compulsive disorder, made his thought pattern align in such a way that he had to drink in order to justify some sort of a fear or to deal with fear. I forget the exact verbiage. I forget the exact way that he said this happened. However, basically, it was something along the lines of his thoughts would enter his mind, and those thoughts would tell him that, look, if you ain't drinking a liter of whiskey, then your dear old grandma will get cancer and die. And so, or your sister is going to lose her job tomorrow, or some such. Basically, if the guy wasn't drinking whiskey, accidents and horrible stuff would happen to those around him, which is crazy. It's insane. I mean, most people have these. I think most people have variants of the OCD here and there. I certainly do. I make sure to double check that I've locked my doors, that I've switched off my stove or some other, I don't know, the oven, whatever it is, pulled out all the electrical cords, whatever it is. But that's just normal. I mean, if I think I forgot, then most likely I didn't forget because it's that ingrained in what I do. So I just let it slide. But these people with OCD, they can't let those thoughts slide, so they have to make up for it. And this guy made up for these sort of potential would-be horrific scenarios by drinking and by consuming whiskey and gradually, slowly killing himself. Now, what am I saying with all of this? I'm saying that, look, if you can use the same OCD to make you work hard on your business and service your customers, that's precisely what you have to do. Because, look, I see these, especially these e-com stores, I see these e-com stores show up in my feeds on social media every single day. And they're so tremendously poorly done. The copy is written with AI, clearly written with AI. They've used some sort of a translation tool to translate it from English to other languages, including my native language. The reason I know that is because the copy is so grammatically poor, you can't word yourself the same way in English like you can in my language and the other way around. And most of these products I can actually get for cheaper in a regular hardware store or some such. So I don't need exactly what you're selling me. You ain't convincing me. You're doing a terrible job. You're doing a poor job. And so if you can develop this OCD and treat your customers well and serve them what they have to, what they want, then I believe you're going to make bank. Because now you're working hard on selling stuff to people. Think about that. And if you want to learn more, get subscribed to my email list. The link to do so is below the episode description wherever you're watching and or listening to this. Where you can also buy ad spots. And I'll see you there.